I see what Alex Jones has been talking about for quite some time. And, I also agree. I think, when you're talking about people like Klaus Schwab, just for me to wrap that part up, I think there's a purpose. I think that, there really is, at the deeper aspect of it, there's a purpose for there being a Klaus Schwab, a World Economic Forum, the whole freedom convoy, all the way down to the people who are believing in shit that may not even be true. I think there is a purpose to it underneath the moment to moment. Oh, these people were wrong. Now these people were wrong. Underneath all of that, there's something going on. There's probably a conspirator that's beyond all the Klaus Schwabs and all the people that we would call enemies. They're probably more teachers than we fully understand.
Yes, dude.
I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, listen to me, man. What you're saying is very important, man. Listen, if you want to believe in the light, that there's entities of light, that we have love in our life, that the universe is love, we're all universal consciousness, there has to be a Klaus Schwab. It's just the law of duality, yin and yang. That is where we get into the spirituality. You can't, it's just, for some reason, the universe is not all one thing. It's duality, man. It is both sides of it. So to have the light and the entities of light and all these wonderful creatures, all this love, this universal consciousness, you're going to have a Klaus Schwab, because the Klaus Schwabs of the world push you into being better people and going into the light. It's just the way they are the life lessons we need to appreciate the light and work in the light. And that's some weird shit. You're like, why do all these people have to die? I don't know, man.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Do you think there will always be war?
There will always, there'll always be good and evil, and those two things will always be working against each other in, again, the Kabbalion, the pendulum of life, which is, ups and downs in life. So yes, there's always going to be a war of the light and the darkness. Do you agree on that?
Yeah, no, I feel that what you're talking about is touching upon what Taoism and many philosophies have been talking about. We, early in our lives, we feel like we need to change the outside world. And I don't think that's a pursuit we should ever get rid of. But it's also coming to an understanding that there could be different evolutions of consciousness that some people are on, while others still have to learn through duality and conflict. And it goes to places where they don't understand the ramifications of their actions unless they are extreme and volatile. And I'm not saying that there has to be that kind of war in reality, but I absolutely do agree that I don't think that there's any solid evidence to say the one reason that we, humanity, are in existence and on this planet is to eradicate all expressions of conflict. Obviously, we want to see harmony, but I think a lot of us are, when we see that there are these things evident in the world, that there is war, we in our individual self that can't really do much about that, we then end up doing what? And going on social media and like, without the Klaus Schwabs, what would memes be like? They wouldn't be nearly as funny, putting him with Dr. Evil's face and stuff like that. But I feel like many of us, we have a solid idea of what we're supposed to be doing here on Earth, but we don't dive deeper into the philosophy that maybe we're supposed to see the world as it is. Like Buddha says, first you need to see the world and accept what you're seeing before you can understand it. And then you need to understand what you've seen before you can do anything right about it. Because if you start acting in the world thinking you know what's right, but you're not understanding it and you're not even clearly seeing it, you could have the best intentions in the world, but you could be actually causing a lot more harm and keeping people, almost like coddling your child, keeping them from the lessons that life would naturally have them learn from, the school of hard knocks, because we don't want them to experience any pain. But pain is actually a cleansing process of consciousness. And I think we'd be hard pressed to find any radically transforming of your consciousness kind of event without some kind of pain or suffering leading up to it. It's almost like birth. So in that respect, I totally agree that there do seem to be these dueling dragons, and we're not here to live in pure 5-MeO DMT bliss all the time.
Yes.
We're here to go through the roller coasters of pain sometimes and learn what the valuable lessons are there.
Yes, dude. Yes. To all that, dude. Failure is the admission to success.